caught by St. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift
at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry, 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 hurry. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the open with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage. What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Goff on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Complete. Jefferson the target. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. down the right sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 13. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, 76! 76!
On 1st down, it's gone. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's Goff. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken. Still first quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Vikings and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
That's caught inside the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Tell him. 76. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's going right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. Trucks over him. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the first and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager. back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. Ready.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 17.
Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
Crack all 80. Ready.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Top low 18.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 32 on the play.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Play action. It's Goff. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Again, Goff. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Lions. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Goff's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Lions 10. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot... Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll look to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for Detroit. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
On the ready.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for a Lions. 1st and 10 is the 46.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
112 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. Sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great has ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I